Hello everybody and welcome back to Creative Adventures. Today I am doing something very exciting. As you know from my welcome video, I have been very interested in trying soap making, specifically cold process soap making. So I've been doing a ton of research. I ordered several books and I finally just decided to bite the bullet and order a couple of kits, cold process soap making kits from Brambleberry. Brambleberry is, from what I can tell from watching other YouTube videos and reading other tutorials, Brambleberry is kind of like the go-to spot to learn how to soap make and to get the supplies to do it, at least for kits and whatnot. There's a couple of YouTube channels that I've started following that have been specifically helpful, which is Soap Queen TV, Royalty Soaps. There's a couple. I'm actually going to link those below so you can go check those out if you want. But today we're going to be doing an unboxing because my kits finally came in. They take forever to ship, or not to ship, but they take forever to get here because some of the chemicals involved in soap making have to be shipped ground, and they can only be shipped ground. And these came from, I believe they came from Washington, and I live on the East Coast, so they took quite a while to get here and I've been waiting anxiously. So I'm almost as excited about unboxing these as I am to actually make the soap. Alright, so first things first, before you start any kind of soap making adventure, I highly recommend you do a lot of research on the craft, whether it be online or ordering some books. I got a few books. The first is Pure Soap Making. This one is from Anne-Marie Fiola. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but she is the CEO / founder of Brambleberry. And this is a great book to get you started because it not only talks about recipes and additives and how to fragrance your soaps and color them, but it also talks about safety. You are using lye to make soap, and there are a lot of safety precautions that you need to take. So I highly recommend you do a lot of research before delving into this craft. A couple of the other books that I bought in advance of ordering my kits. The Soap Maker's Companion by Susan Miller Cavich. This one was recommended by Anne-Marie, as was the Everything Soap Making book by Alicia Grosso. I will link all three of these books below so that you can order them if you'd like to get started into soap making. I ordered two kits from Brambleberry. Both of them are considered beginner soaps. And the reason I decided to go ahead and order kits as opposed to just ordering individual ingredients is because the kits also came with equipment that I will need. For instance, the molds to actually put my soap in before they firm up, and a digital scale that goes down to the right increment. So it made a lot more sense just to buy two kits that got me a lot of the equipment that I needed rather than trying to go pick and choose and, you know, buy everything individually. So the first kit that I ordered is an all-natural lavender soap, and the second kit is a citrus scented soap, but it's actually two layers. One layer will be like this bright orange color, and the other layer will be this creamy white color with dried calendula in it, which is dried marigold flowers. So it'll be a little bit exfoliating as well. So let's get these boxes open. I'm going to start with the first box, which is this smaller box. It's pretty heavy actually, and my sticker on the top says it's carefully pulled by, it looks like an AR, I don't know, and carefully packed by O, I don't know. And they packed this thing good. Alright. It's the first kit. So this is probably the first one that I'm going to make. Relaxing Lavender. Kit includes a 10-inch silicone loaf mold, goggles, which are very important because you're working with lye, which is caustic, gloves, also very important. It comes with the Lots of Lather Quick Mix, which is the oils that go into your soap, Brambleberry's Perfect Scale, sodium hydroxide, which is lye, sodium lactate, which is another additive that makes your bar harden faster, or it makes it get harder, but it also makes it harden faster so you can unmold it sooner. Let's see, 99% rubbing alcohol in a spray bottle, which is used to spray the top of the soap before it hardens to help prevent soda ash from forming. An instruction booklet, which I'm assuming that's what this is. Ooh, it comes with labels so you can label your soap. Lavender 4042 essential oil, so this one is an all-natural soap. Ultramarine violet oxide pigment, which is a natural pigment, and actual lavender buds to sprinkle on top. Now I have cheated and I have already watched a video for making this soap, so, oh, but it does. It comes with a full color instruction booklet, and here's an idea of what the soap will look like after we're done. I'm so excited. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Let's open up the rest of the box. Oh my gosh, it smells, I can already smell it and it smells so good. Alright, so this is the oils. So basically cold processed soap is made, you can make soap with just water, lye, and oil. It's all about the percentages of each that you used based on what kind of oil you're using and how much lye it will need to saponify the different oils. So I don't know what is actually in this blend because this is specifically made for lots of lather, and it doesn't say which, the bag does not say which oils are in this. It says see website. So it's 33 ounces of oil. Oh, the bag itself can be microwaved and boiled, so that's handy. These are liquid though, so I'm not even sure. I guess I will have to look at the instructions to see if I actually need to melt this down any further. Let's see. This is my alcohol, which is handy because it already comes in a spray bottle. Ooh, fancy goggles. Okay, not really, they're pretty standard. I have about 1 million pairs of these. But they have the Brambleberry logo. And of course they're zip tied together, so I can't put them on for you, but yeah. Goggles. Ooh, that is way more lavender buds than I was expecting. I was expecting, like, you know, a little jar of them, like a little vial of them, just enough to sprinkle on the 1 loaf of soap, but this is a whole ounce of grade 1 lavender. It looks like, I don't know if you can see the label or not, this is a whole ounce though of dried lavender. It looks like it would be enough to do a whole bunch of bars or a whole bunch of loaves of soap. So we'll have to see. Let's see. Oh, ooh, that's pretty. So the Ultramarine Violet Oxide Pigment. This is an all-natural pigment. Oxides are. Alright. Gloves. And sodium lactate. Let's see. I smell something in that box. I hope my essential oils didn't open. So sodium lactate is the additive I was mentioning earlier that helps your bars to harden and harden faster. It is an optional ingredient. That is more packaging. This is the mold. It's a standard rectangular mold. I'm not sure, I think this is a 1 pound loaf mold, so I would probably get, I don't know, I have no idea, 10 bars out of this maybe? I'm sure it'll tell me in the instructions how many to cut it into, but that's my mold. And I get to keep this. I get to keep this forever. It's silicone, so I can make lots and lots of soap in this. Alright. Sodium hydroxide. This is the lye. This is the thing that made it take so long to get here. And finally, an electronic scale. It looks like it's just a cheapy electronic scale, but it goes down to 1/10 of an ounce, which is important. I actually have a kitchen scale that I use for baking, but it does not go down to 1/10 of an ounce. It goes down to like fractions, like quarter, half, and 3/4 only. So this is actually more precise, and that's what you need for soap making. So the only thing I don't see the essential oil. So maybe I'm just missing it, or, oh, I know one thing, that lavender smells strong. But yeah, maybe it's in a different box. Maybe it's in the big box, because I definitely don't see essential oil in this one. So let's get the other one open and find out. I found it! It was wrapped up in this packaging. I had to completely like break open the packaging for it. I'm glad I looked there. So here is my Lavender 4042 essential oil. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's see. So this is from Brambleberry. It's not even open. It's actually taped shut. And I can smell it right now. Like, it smells so strong. Whew. That is strong. So this is a lot of oil. This is two full ounces of oil. It seems like that would be a lot of fragrance to go in one loaf of soap. So I'm not sure how much it's actually going to have me use. I know that different fragrance oils, especially essential oils, can tend to fade in soap. So maybe you really do use a whole lot of it. Who knows? I guess we'll find out when we make it. But this is a pretty big jar of lavender oil. Alright, let me clean up my space a little bit, get the first box and the first kit out of the way, and then we'll open up the second box. Okay. Makes noise. I'm sure that's just all of the oil inside. Okay. This one doesn't have a sticker about it being packed by somebody, or at least I don't see one. So I'm gonna put this one on the floor. Oh, this one has a packing slip that I just cut right through. Ooh, this one has packing peanuts. Oh man, lots of packing peanuts. Oh boy. This is hard to get out. Oh, this is gonna make a mess. I hate packing peanuts. Alright, it looks like everything's wrapped in these weird packaging things, so. Ooh. Ooh, I can smell that one too. Sure, got everything out of there. Alright. So, orange 10X cold pressed citrus. This is an essential oil, so it's natural. From what I've read, citrus and orange scents tend to fade really bad, or the essential oils do anyway, during the saponification process. So this particular 10X, 10 times pressed oil from Brambleberry is actually supposed to be really good, so I'm excited to use this. I love that orange scent. And it smells very sweet. Like, it doesn't smell sour, and I don't know if there really is a smell for sour, but it smells like sweet orange. It smells really good. Next, another one of these funky packages. This is a fragrance oil, not an essential oil, but a fragrance oil. And this one says, behaves well in cold process, no discoloration. It's a 2-ounce jar. This is a 3.5 ounce jar, by the way. This is a 2-ounce jar, and it's Yuzu Sibylla. I don't actually know what that is. So it smells, and I may not be able to smell it because I'm not sure if I'm smelling the tape or if I'm smelling the oil. I think that's just the tape. Let me see if I can get it open and see what the oil smells like. I really want to smell this one. This is also going in the orange bar. Ooh. It's citrusy, but not like orange. It's like kind of a musk citrus smell. It's very interesting. I bet that'll go really good with that orange, which is probably why they do this as a kit. So, let's see. Ooh, this is one of the extra things I ordered. This is a mini mixer. It's like a little bitty tiny, almost like a milk frother. It does have an attachment on the end, a stainless steel attachment that is a milk frother. It also has a little tiny whisk. But the reason I ordered this is for when dispersing colorants, like the lavender colorant that we're going to be using in the lavender soap. You're supposed to disperse it in a little bit of oil first using something that can whisk it really well, so this is what they recommended, and it was pretty inexpensive, so I decided to go ahead and get one. But it comes with 4 different attachments. I imagine the only one I will use is the little frother one. It's getting stuck on the plastic. There we go. Okay, so yeah, see, it's like, there we go. It's like a little milk frother, and it just goes in. Somehow, I'm not real sure how it goes in. It goes in somehow. Maybe it spins on. I don't know. I'll figure it out. What else do we have here? Ooh. That's a big jar of colorant. So this is Fizzy lemonade colorant, and this is an entire ounce of it. Look how pretty that color is. It's like a neon-y bright yellow. That's pretty. I still can't get the mold out. It's like stuck in all of the packing peanuts. What is this? Oh, apparently I ordered a whisk. I don't even remember doing that. Holy crap, there's a lot of stuff down in this box. Okay, I'm getting to the oils now. Let me see if I can get all of the oils out first and then talk about each one. Ooh. More sodium hydroxide. I think I've got enough of that to last me for a while. I've got a total of 4 pounds of it now. Because both kits came with a 2-pound thing. Ooh. Ooh. 3 ounces of calendula, which is the dried marigold. That's actually going to be mixed into 1/2 of this second soap, and it works as kind of like an exfoliant. So, and it smells good. It smells very earthy. I'm super excited about this one. Okay. More oils. This one has so many oils in it. It's got 3 different oils. Okay. Is it the last of it? Nope, that's not even all. What is this? Ooh. It's also got a butter in it. And I think I can finally get the mold out now. Let me show you that first. I'm actually really stoked about this mold too, because it's kind of unique. So most of the soap molds that or the ones I've seen anyway, of watching videos, it's either like a slab mold, which is a big rectangle that you either cut after it's hardened, or you put a divider in while it's still wet and it hardens like that. Or it's a loaf mold like the one I got for the other kit. This one is a vertical mold. Look at this dude. How cool is that? And this particular mold has a divider that goes in the middle. So we're going to be pouring 1 color of soap in one side and 1 color in the other. So there's going to be the one that's colored the yellow Fizzy lemonade color in one side, and then the other side will be like a cream colored with the dried calendula in it. So it'll be a really, really pretty bar once it's all said and done. So yeah. And this is a nice mold too. I mean, this is like, whew, this is like heavy duty. Obviously reusable. It's a nice wooden mold. Solid silicone piece, or not silicone, but plastic pieces on the inside. Look at that. Like that's solid. That's not flexible at all. But it comes completely apart, so that'll make unmolding the soap really easy. I'm very excited. I think this was a very good purchase. Now if I can get that back in there. Alright. Here. Let's make sure there's nothing else in the box. So for the oils for this recipe, oils can either be hard or soft. This recipe has both. The harder your oils are, or the more hard oils that you have in a soap, the harder your final bar will be. So if you notice on this first soap, this is completely liquid. So this batch is all soft oils, and I think, just based on what I've been researching, I think that's probably why they included sodium lactate with that recipe. Now you can put sodium lactate in any soap recipe from what I understand, but that's probably why they included it with that one. This second recipe has solid or hard and soft oils. So our hard oils are coconut oil, which is rock hard. You have to melt these down. And then this is more coconut oil and palm oil. There's two other liquid oils here, rice bran oil and castor oil. And then finally, shea butter. This is gonna make it very, very nice and moisturizing. So I am super excited about this. All right, that's everything I ordered from Brambleberry. I have picked up a couple of other supplies in advance of getting my Brambleberry stuff in, just because I knew I would need it. Most of this I ordered off of Amazon, but I did get some of these funnel pitchers. You can use these for separating your soap batter into different batches so that you can color them different colors. And then this just obviously makes it easier to pour into your mold. I bought this 5-quart mix and measure bucket. I think that this will be plenty to do 1 pound of soap, which is all I'm starting out with. Actually, I think that might be a 2-pound mold. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. But I think that this will be plenty big enough for starting out. I know I watch a lot of soapers on YouTube, and they use these huge mixing buckets to mix their soap, but they're making much bigger batches at one time. And if this ends up being something that I really enjoy and want to keep doing, especially if I decide I want to sell some of this stuff, then I'll probably upgrade to some bigger pitchers and bigger mixing buckets. But for now, I think this will probably do me just fine. I also ordered a 4-cup glass measure, a 1 quart. So this is going to be for mixing my lye water in, because I needed something that wouldn't degrade and can't use anything aluminum, so figured this would be safe enough. So glass measure for that. In addition, we were at IKEA the other day, and I know silicone is good for soap making, so I just randomly picked up some spatulas, and I got a vegetable peeler for using that to, what is the word I'm looking for? Shave off just like the corners of my finished bar so it looks a little bit nicer. Plain, no, not plain, that's when you shave off the top. I don't know. I can't think of it. I also got, I think these are actually ice cube trays, but they also came from IKEA. They're just silicone ice cube molds. But I also got this because I thought it would be really cool for like making embeds to go in the soap at some point. But these could be really cute for like guest bathroom squares of soap. I just seemed like a good idea, so I bought them. And then the only other thing, measuring utensils, measuring spoons. For measuring out colorants and fragrance oils and that sort of thing. I wanted to have some dedicated utensils. You don't want to use anything from your kitchen that you're going to put back in your kitchen. And then finally, I just bought a bunch of these like ready cups, and I bought these specifically for dispersing my colorants, my pigments, into some oil, because they're just a good size for it. They have lids so I can save it if I make too much, that sort of thing. And I think that's everything that I've bought, and I think I've got everything now that I need to get started. So I hope you enjoyed this Brambleberry unboxing, and stay tuned for future videos where we actually make the 2 soaps from the kits that I bought. So see you next time. Thanks!